Hey you guys, I'm back with the Putrid Blightkings, the two first that I painted up, and yeah, they are lovely models. It is pretty much as painting heroes if you put down time on it. So I'm quite pleased with the results that I have done. I have worked with them. Very much stuff to say about these guys. But I worked up with different flesh tones and so on, and washes, put in some purples and so on, and reds, and blood for the blood god in the wounds. Worked up the blades with Seraphim Sepia and some Agrix Earthshade, working with them carefully and edged with some silver. And all this greenish slime that you can see in different places are like the Nurgle's Rot technical color. I wanted to test that one, and it have turned out quite fine actually. So I did like several layers with the Nurgle's Rot on the bases for the pools, and so they have quite the muddy bases here, and some driftwood here that are wet and a little bit slimy and so on. This guy's arm, a tentacle arm, I did as a blue ringed octopus, so I checked them out and did that. I don't really know what I think about the result, but it looks quite nice, but I am still insecure of how, I don't know if it really fits. What do you guys think? Some slime, putrid, like some slime coming out from the helmet holes, as you can see. And this guy has so many bells going on around, as you can see. You have them holding them in his horn, on his weapon, even like piercings on his flesh. I think he looks quite innocent, this guy. Like he's just wanna go around ringing his bells, you know. And they even have one in the stomach, big hole there. The armor parts mostly green, dark greens, and with some highlights. Bronze shoulder pad. So yeah, really lovely. This guy here, most part armor with greens, dark greens, and with the Nurgle's Rot coming out from some of the parts hole in his armor. I really like how his claws turn out, his crab claws. I checked some pictures and so on, but went with my own colors, pretty much with some reds, and glazed it up with thin layers of purple, and worked with did some red dots all over, almost all over the claws and or legs, and did some small shading with some more purple, and with some Nuln oil for the inner parts that are having these jagged edges. And I went with a flesh and a little bit of purple like highlight around the edges of these guys. Details, so you can see more of it. So I like how the arms turned out, and the color fitted quite good, I think. And the weapon is as the other guy, shaded up with Seraphim Sepia and some Agrix Earthshade. And the horns are also shaded up with Seraphim Sepia and so on. So really cool guys. I really like these models. really lovely. Take some time to work with them if you want them to look fancy, but I think it may be worth it because they are really lovely models. So that are those two that I painted up, and I have built up 3 more guys that we can take a look at here as we are doing this. So here we have a guy with a pole arm and a mutated arm with a snake-like thing coming out, and a little super cool nurgling in his stomach. Love that little guy. His helmet, I like this. You see his head and his helmet. His helmet is almost too small for his head. He have mutated so much, so he's like he barely fits with his head anymore. And yeah, quite funny model. Armored arm there, many horns from his shoulder pads and so on. Huge guy. And this guy is quite a gladiator-like guy, with 2 big blades and the shoulder pad and the helmet that is so much gladiator-like. So that's quite cool, I think. Huge hulking guy, armor plate on his back, and like these different metal pieces on his stomach and so on that are stuck to it, and yeah, he's quite gruesome, this guy. So quite badass. And this guy, I just love how he turned out. With this scythe, a big ass scythe he's holding, and he looks so mysterious, like his helmet. I really love it with this like faceless helmets, as my Chaos Dwarves pretty much also has. And what I noticed with these guys, the Putrid Blightkings, they are so proportionate, I mean, with their heads, how the sizes are. But the guys are otherwise, they are huge, but like their heads are quite smaller than you usually see in heroic scale, so they look really proportionate, but they are, yeah, still huge. So, and this pose is just lovely. Holding his scythe high, have a fur going down on his shoulder there, some chainmail, and he's have 1 mutated foot that looks just like he have like winded it up with some rope, so not the fat or so will just go down and he will not drag it into the ground. It looks quite gruesome. Awesome models. They are pretty much like heroes, these guys, so at least, yeah, what I think. So that is it now, guys. I hope you liked it, and see you next time. Bye.